My name is Mariiam James. I live at 443. I've been a resident for 58 years. I raised my children, my daughter, Sharon, my son, Joseph James, and now I'm raising my niece and nephew. I went to PS 33. From there, I went to PS 3. I went to High School of Commerce on 65th Street. My experience with PS 33, I loved it. I loved the teachers. I just loved it because we do a lot of baking. I just loved the school itself. My favorite memory is like when we went cooking. We had cooking classes. I loved that. Come in early to help the teachers and stuff. It was really nice. I moved here in 1958. When I moved here, I remember the place was cleaner. We got along with everybody. We didn't have what we have now. We played, we stayed out late, we left our doors open, we went to everybody was like a family. I remember when I used to bring my daughter outside, and if I had to go to the store, it was no problem leaving her with someone. And if I wanted anything, if we needed something, you go to your neighbors, they would give it to you. You had no problem. You had no problem just coming out, sitting around, talking with the neighbors and stuff. The place was clean. You could eat off the ground. That's how clean it is. You had the guards checking your apartment, checking the door, the hallways and stuff. You didn't find homeless people sleeping in the hallways. You didn't find them lingering around. You didn't even find drugs around here. My neighbor, my next door neighbor is I've known him a long time. He's very nice. I don't have no problems on my floor, period. On my floor is good. You know, they come out, good morning, you know. The only problem I do have is that, you know, they have a lot of dogs around here, and that's something I don't like. We only have one dog on our floor, and they don't mess in the hallway. My best friend was Ethel Sanders. She moved away from here, and she moved down south. We had Deborah Clark. We had the Van Lugans. We had Van der Horst. We had Carol Moody. We had Irma Poirot. We had a lot. I don't have, you know, all the names, but it was a whole lot of people that, you know, we knew. I remember my girlfriends and I, we had went to the gym on 28th Street, and we was not supposed to be in the gym, so we snuck in the gym, and they were getting ready to lock up, and they locked us up in the gym, and we kept banging on the door to get out. I remember going down at the pier, at the docks. My friend and I, we would go down there, sit down for a while and take the big rocks and throw it in the water and start laughing. We thought it was funny. We had the Hudson Guild, the old Hudson Guild. They have parties, they had programs for the children. They had the nursery. I would bring my daughter there from 9 o'clock till 6 o'clock. And if I wasn't there on time, someone would go pick her up. And we just had a nice time. They had a lot of activities and stuff for the children, parties and dancing and stuff. It was really, really nice. And then we had we didn't have police officers, we had guards around here. We didn't have to worry about anything. If they catch us doing something, they would go up to my mother's house. Well, you know, Mariam was playing ball. They gave my mother a fine for $5. It was so nice and safe. And now, the place is out of control. And I blame some of the people, but I blame management. Because if you had a good management, it wouldn't be out of control. And if our children had children and moved them in, we wouldn't have what we have now. The type of people that you have now, there's a lot of homeless, and I feel bad for them. And some of them are nasty. They keep the hallways nasty. They don't sweep up after they mess. But you have the workers that works and clean the building. They do clean the building. But I still go back to management. Managements need to get out and do something about this, because we never lived like this. Okay, you find a lot of Afro-American people, Latino people, Chinese people, West Indian people. We didn't have that when we first moved here. I mean, they don't bother me. They have to live too. They don't bother me, but I mean, the neighborhood is not the same. A lot of people done moved out, moved elsewhere, but we're still here. Well, if they change Chelsea, if they change something, get some of these people out and change it around, it would be a good place for them. Because this is a very good neighborhood. You just have to change the way you have people living, that's all. I'm doing the video because I want people to know about Chelsea. You know, they have write-ups about this here and that there, but Chelsea is a good neighborhood. And we've lived here all these years. It's just a nice neighborhood. At one time it was family, but it's still nice. I wouldn't give nothing, take nothing away from here, but it's nice. It's just that the people, everybody says, oh, the projects, the projects. It's not the project, it's the people that live in the projects. Well, I still have some friends here, and I just like it. I'm comfortable, everybody knows one another. I'm comfortable here.